All right, guys, so with GTA 6 releasing later this year...
Allegedly.
Sure. Yeah, you definitely know better than the actual developers of the game. My bad, G. So, yeah, I gathered you all here because we need to get back into the Vice City groove.
Damn it! You could tell me earlier to get my 49-inch CRT ultra-wide curved gaming monitor from Alienware. I got back in 2008 for playing GTA 4 on mods.
Joe, Mr. Bean show was based on your life.
Now, come on, Don, that is just disrespectful to compare Joe to Mr. Bean. This man single-handedly raised generations by recording just like 6 hours of content.
The fuck you mean by 6 hours? I swear, every time I go through a couple of YouTube videos, I discover a new ass episode I don't remember ever airing on TV.
That's just early onset of dementia, but don't worry, Trump. You see how Joe is doing with dementia. He is happier than ever. Only time he is happier is when he go to the parties with Hunter, apparently.
The time when I truly feel alive is when Joe Dog gets some young kitty, and I ain't talking about no feline.
Just quickly boot up the game Obama before this old freak starts humping his damn chair.
Yeah, Barry, you damn freakazoid. You know how to get Joe started, don't you wild animal?
Let's just don't talk for a bit because intro to the game is coming up.
Oh, hell nah. I hear the music in the background, and that shit is most definitely not copyright free. Skip it, Obama. You'll explain what happened to the audience later.
If you somehow never played Vice City or never paid attention to the story here is that Tommy was a part of,
Don't worry, bro Bomna, I got this. So this guy, Thomas Vercitino here, was sent by the Greek African-American street gang by the name of Yakuza, and his task was to sell some nose candy to Mexicans with helicopter. But it turned out to be a setup, and some Russian hard-stucks from Counter-Strike ambushed them and failed to hit more than one person in a team of 6 or 8 guys fully equipped with semi-automatic rifles. So Thomas the Coke engine was very scared and fled the scene while leaving the Coke there all alone and cash from Mexicans too. And now the leader of the gang, Sonny, which name was actually inspired by Sonny D, got mad at Tommy and we have to get his money back or else he will put us through the same torture Kamala put me through each time I fucked up a public speech.
I can't understand how you got everything right and wrong at the same time, but for the most part, he's actually more or less right about it.
He literally said Tommy is a part of African-American gang from Greece named Yakuza, and you said it's true. Is his stupidity rubbing off on you a little too much?
Man, I wish, but every time I try to do that, Barry gets angry, so he slaps me and scolds me and says that I'm being a very bad Joey right now and I shouldn't say it, but that honestly only ignites the Joester drive even more.
I think I'm going to just quickly forge a restraining order for both me and Obama to not let you be anywhere in the 10-mile range near us.
Okay, so how do we decide who's going to be playing?
I gotta say, man, I heard some serious hater shit being spewed on this remaster, but most of it was directed towards San Andreas, and I gotta be honest, except for some of the character models in the cutscenes, this is a legitimately good-looking remake. 1,000 times better than any graphics mods people were making back in the day. As for the gameplay, I just take what I want, so if there's gonna be something that will look interesting to me, I'm just gonna rip that controller from your abnormally long fingers.
His fingers aren't even that long, you just have hands the size of a toddler, and they would honestly look pretty nice wrapped around the Joe's staff of the 7 Cs, but I really fuck with that statement about taking what you want. That's how you know those R-word charges are pure facts.
That's the fakest news I ever heard.
So you're trying to tell me that this mission is called the party? Oh man, give me that fucking controller.
Ouch!
You know there ain't no
Dude,
party
chill.
like a Joey party. I'm gonna turn that shit up to 9,000.
I don't think this party will include underage girls and twerk-offs, Joe, so you might as well give the controller to me.
I still have a copy of Epstein Island flight logs, by the way, if you want to be like that.
Jesus Christ, that's enough. Get this fucking controller and let's not go there.
You started it, to be fair.
Relax. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. You're gonna find out who took our cocaine. And then we're gonna kill them.
Get this man a job at CIA. He knows how to handle problems like a true American agency.
There's this retired colonel, Colonel Juan Garcia Cortez.
Yeah, with a last name like that, we definitely need to carry a piece on us. If he crossed that border with no fear, who knows what this illegal's capable of.
Not every Mexican immigrant is an illegal, you know that?
That's exactly what they want you to think.
But there's no way that I'm going out there, sticking my head out the door. No way,
I
not gonna
told
happen.
you, shut up. I'll go myself.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, I like 1978 too, but you know, this isn't gonna be a beer and strippers do. I mean, no offense, but I think that you might turn heads on the runway for the wrong reasons.
What's wrong with the way I'm dressed?
Okay, look, here, stop by Raphael's. Tell him I sent you. He'll make you look respectable. Okay, go, come on.
This shirt and jeans actually look real nice. I don't know what his problem is.
I personally always wore an Armani suit when I attended a party with some important figures, so I expect this illegals party to have some kind of a dress code. Usually it's suits and Oxfords, and underwear or no clothes at all for women. Well, only for the young, attractive ones. If some dumbass decides to bring their 70-year-old clapped wife like Joe sometime does, then it's usually mandatory for her to wear a ski mask and a loose-fit dress that covers her entire body, because ain't no one trying to see shriveled-ass grandma when there are some 18-year-old funny and fertile baddies twerking in the next room.
What?
Yeah, you wish you had a fine shoddy like Jill, Donald?
My guy, I literally tapped a supermodel from Eastern Europe in her 20s. It's literally endgame. I finished my wife game.
A woman that is with you for your money and hates you to the point where she lives separated from you for a couple of years and has more plastic in her body than at a Chinese factory is not endgame, Donald. Stop acting like you're 12 and thinking with your other head.
What the fuck? Oh, hell nah, get back here, you twink. I'm gonna chain you in my garage just like Walter White did to Crazy 8, but things I'm gonna do to you are gonna be way worse. I'm gonna oil you up, and then, fuck it, I'm too old to chase him like that. I'm just gonna steal some random car.
How the hell did you manage to reach that much of a vocal range and not tear your vocal cords apart? That's actually really impressive for your old ass.
When he got told by his doctor that alcohol causes damage to your vocal cords, he said that he will make his voice cords stronger by consuming more alcohol than ever, and I think it somehow worked on him, so there's your answer.
Strongest men are born in the battle, so I make my body fight with inflammations and all kind of damage all the time, and that's how I am immune to every illness under the sun. Once I was even hanging out near the reactor number 4 to make my body cancer resistant, and as you can see, I ain't no Jimmy Carter.
Whoa, what the hell, Joe? That's way too soon to be making those jokes. Pay some respect to someone who passed away 3 months ago.
Oh, come on, Obama. You damn well know that if it was me or Joe passing away, you would be making jokes out of this like 3 days after, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, who cares? I died already.
Buenas noches. I understand you are here on the behalf of Mr. Rosenberg. I hope any recent problems have not affected his health or mental well-being, Mr.
Mercedes. He's just got a touch of agoraphobia.
Excellent. And you?
I just want my merchandise.
It's an unfortunate set of circumstances for all involved. Of course, I have initiated my own lines of inquiry, but such a delicate matter will take time. Perhaps we'll talk later. Meanwhile, let me introduce you to my daughter. Mercedes! Cara mia.
This exaggerated hooker walk never gets old.
I even remember a TikTok trend about it.
Of course, Daddy.
Please, excuse me.
Mercedes?
You try living with it. Anyway, let me point out some of our more distinguished guests. That's our Congressman Alex Shrub with rising silicone star, Candy Sachs.
Now that's a proper congressman behavior if I ever saw one.
I respect his game.
This is candy.
And over there, we have the Vice City Mamba's star titan, BJ. Always the charmer.
I blocked down on him, and then I put him in a wheelchair.
That is good. Well, now I'm looking at some prime.
And that puts
Shut up, Mercedes. I was interested in what that wise man in a cowboy hat was up to with his real estate.
Do you know how they play ping pong in Thailand? Let me tell you. It does not involve a paddle, if you know.
I used to do that too. Oh man, those ladyboys are really great athletes. I think this is where my back problem started, actually.
Don't ever open your mouth again, Joe.
He definitely opened it often in Thailand, if you know what I mean.
Steve Scott.
Throws a passion with the Nympho invaders when the giant shark comes in and just bites their dicks off.
Shame I wasn't there because I would definitely be interested in co-producing that movie.
Okay, that's it. Most of these characters we will interact with later, so let's skip it before we get a strike, because Out of Touch is owned indirectly by Sony, and their asses will not let it slide to just leave it playing like that.
Can't we just turn the music off in the settings?
And you don't think I already did that? It seems to only affect music from radio and not from cutscenes. It's better than nothing. But I think they should include streamer mode in this game since this remake came out like 4 years ago.
Giggity guys, what's up? I saw a baddie getting in a car with Tommy and the spy cam I installed in the room. Where are we taking her? To a forest or maybe do it in an underground garage? I personally always think mall parkings after closing are a great spot for it, because if you find a good spot, then not even security will find you on the cameras.
You installed what in this room? Take this shit down immediately and give me the hard drive, you fucking pervert.
Only if you let me keep that recording of you and Melania getting freaky on the desk.
What? I touched this desk today.
Wait, let me give it a sniff. Ew, it smells like a week-old orange juice left out in the sun. Had a party with a can of sardines.
I think I'm gonna get sick.
Some people will call you crazy for not disinfecting that desk, but for me, that's a freak level I approve of. Gotta get that muss going on in the room, huh?
Get the fuck away from my room, I'll deal with you later. And let's get to the next mission, now. Back alley brawl? Okay, if it's not clickbait and we will need to actually fuck someone up, then just give me the control because I am way more powerful than any martial arts master out there. I would fold Van Damme with one right hook.
I have a green belt in Taekwondo, but sure, go for it.
Okay, let me think. Ah, I got it. Okay, there's this limey, some music industry slimeball. Goes by the name of Kent Paul. Anyway, he's got his nose so far up most of Vice City's ass that if anybody knows the whereabouts of 20 keys of coke, it's this guy, all right? He's always at the Malibu.
I'll go pay him a visit.
Take it easy now.
This guy is absolutely tweaking, but I don't blame him. The amount of funny flower I did in those years also got me running in circles in my office.
Hunter was a teenager back then. Damn, now it all makes sense.
Did you just call my son a sucker and a loser? Well, I won't argue with the first claim because he can do those things because we live in a free world, but my son is not a loser. You are loser. You are sucker, Donnie.
Jesus Christ.
So there was a cutscene we had to cut out because it had yet another loud copyrighted song, but all we did is to threaten this Paul Kent guy and ask him all he knows about his deal, and he redirected us to some chef for some reason. So we're going to meet this chef and persuade him to give us some info on the product whereabouts.
Nice stunt, Donnie.
It's not my fault the game physics are dog water. If they were realistic, it would land right on the wheels. I know it because I did that several times with my Lamborghini Diablo in the 90s.
Good thing you reacted relatively fast to the fire and managed to run away in time. Well, the game is Grand Theft Auto, so just steal another car and go to the target.
Now, I'll do some cardio since it's right around the corner.
Now there's a surprise.
Now say that to your fat ass in real life and follow along with it.
That's rich coming from a motherfucker who can't run up a couple of stairs without falling over every other step.
Ha! It was pretty funny when you tried to run up the stairs in my house and you started rolling down like you were Sonic.
What you looking at? You better start talking. Hey, make me, you prick.
My wish is your command, bitch.
Yeah, that will make him real talkative, won't it?
It was self-defense.
If you would be such a good fighter as you make yourself out to be, you would just grapple him and throw him to the ground and pin him. That way he would be useful to us and defenseless.
Sorry, but I'm not with that gay shit like you.
Oh, wow.
You want some too?
Hey, chill. I want what you want, brother.
Oh, yeah? And what's that?
Your green and my dead brother's white lady. Unfortunately, you just silenced our lead.
Accidents happen. Get lost.
Hey, whoa. No need to go all Lone Ranger on my ass. The way I see it, we two hombres in a strange town. We need to watch each other's back.
My back's just fine, brother.
You sure about that? Here, take this. Follow me.
The fuck is this? Pizza Mafia is just attacking us like that? I'm from New York, so I'm as pizza as you can get, fucking traitors.
Well, I think being Italian is making you more pizza, whatever the fuck that means. But I'm not sure if the chef gang is some kind of a reference I don't understand, or just random equals funny kind of a joke. I wonder more about that brother that gave us a blicky. Maybe he can lead us on if he's actually saying the truth.
And they say, I am the demented one, this guy. And if anyone will bitch about spoilers, I will not care. Because if you have not played through GTA Vice City, then you are beyond cooked. But skip ahead like 15 seconds ahead. This guy is Lance Vance, and he is one of the main antagonists in this game, you doofus.
Joe, you need to understand that I played this game only once. And it was when George was a fresh president. I had more things to remember than the story of some game I once played through more than 2 decades ago.
Now, I actually agree with Joe. If you don't play through entire GTA series every time a new game releases, then you are a person that doesn't deserve the respect of the superior leader of America, the great Don of the Trump dynasty.
That entire monarchist rant aside, you're actually pretty good at driving. Do you play some racing games?
What do you mean? No, I don't play any racing games.
Well, I just thought that swerving between the traffic was pretty clean, and you seem to also handle cars confidently in this game.
No, I just do that shit in the traffic each time I get to drive. I also drove the Beast at Daytona 500 not so long ago. I know you can't see through the window who was at the wheel, but that was actually me, not some Secret Service agent. I just like to press the pedal gas and burn some petrol, you know? Just something about releasing those harmful chemicals to the atmosphere and hearing the engine roar that gets me going.
So true. Whenever I put my Prius in drive and let all those powerful 60 horses rip, I just feel like I'm in a Millennium Falcon hyperspace jump.
It's always those Prius drivers, dude, I swear.
What is wrong with Prius? It's like the first mass-produced hybrid car I can think of on top of my head.
What is even the point of a hybrid? If you want an electric car, then buy a Tesla, because that's the only good electric car I know. And if you want more range and be able to instantly refill the tank, then just buy a gas car. Those hybrids are always at the mechanic shop for a reason.
Do you guys ever wonder who gives us the money after every mission, like how we earned $200? Did Lance give us that? If so, then why?
I wouldn't think too hard about it. It's a game made in 9 months that was originally intended as an DLC to GTA 3, so I assume there are a couple of logical issues and probably some plot holes too.
This mission's name is Jury Fury? Yeah, that's a no-brainer for Donald. Who knows more about juries than a convicted felon after all?
Oh, for God's sake, it's you. Oh, jeez. I'm gonna need new pants. Hey, those psychos from up north?
Canadians?
On the horn, and they're coming down here soon. Now, where is the goddamn money?
Relax, relax. We're not at that part yet.
Oh, I thought that you were taking care of this. I really did. And now those Guidos say we gotta do them a favor.
You mean I gotta do them a favor?
Oh, of course that's what I mean. Do I look like I can intimidate a jury? I couldn't intimidate a child, and believe me, I've tried.
This guy is starting to sound more like Joe minute after minute.
His cousin Giorgio gets 5 years for fraud. You gotta take these guys out.
I understand. Help the jury change their minds. Don't worry about it.
No! I tried that. The jury case didn't go so well. So make them change their minds.
Oh, okay, I get you. I also had a guy for this, so I know what we have to do, but we need a baseball bat or a crowbar for it first. This game is starting to rely on the absurdity as a main punchline in the jokes, and I don't think I'm liking it.
Yeah, that one was really forced.
Out of stock, damn it, it's stupid. Fine, I guess this hammer will also do for the time being.
I still don't follow. What is exactly your game plan?
Glad you asked. First, I seriously fuck up this car to make this guy shit his pants, and now I do the same to make another guy get a caramel hue on his pants. Real easy, just like last year.
Well, goddamn, it really is a mission for you after all.
It is what it is. Let's go check out next one then.
If we keep that pace up, we'll brush through the game in no time. Riot? Yeah, there is a certain pattern going on because it also sounds like a job for Mr. January 6th.
No. Tell me later. Tommy, this is Avery Carrington. I believe you met at the party?
Not in person.
Howdy.
Avery here has a proposition.
Haven't we got other things on our mind?
I'm trying to keep the wolves from the door. So could you please cut me some slack? I'm stretched like a wire, and even if I'm dead by the end of the week, I'd like to think that I didn't die poor.
Now just calm down, both of you.
No nonsense kind of guy. I like him already.
And any greaseballs giving you a hard time, I'll see to it they take a long dirt nap.
Okay. What could I do for you?
This delivery company's got its depot on some prime land. They won't sell. They're hanging on like a big old prairie rat. So we gotta go in there and smoke that vermin out. Head on down there and stir up a hornet's nest. The security will have their hands full, and then you can sneak in and put them out of business.
Yeah, this is my favorite character in this game, bar none. I feel like me and him could team up and make some big moves together.
Two old nasty real estate developers. Yeah, I see how you two would break the law together for the sake of your financial success.
Man gotta do what a man gotta do, you know? There are two types of people in this world, killers and losers and shit. Call me Hillary Clinton, I suppose.
What was that about my wife, I hear?
Stop being a peeping Tom and get away from the vicinity of Oval Office. What the hell are you doing here anyway?
I think you are spending too much time with Mr. Dementia and too little time with the baddies, because one reach into the memory would make you remember about what is going on in the underground section of the White House.
I don't think I do remember you saying anything about it, but now thinking about it, I don't want to hear it. Just remove those cameras and don't stay next to the door, or I'm going to body slam your ass harder than Monica Lewinsky blew you.
Wait a minute, I think Donnie wore something similar once, but I tend to forget, so I'm not really that sure.
It wasn't exactly like that, but I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the time when I pulled up to one of my rallies in a garbage truck. Yeah, we had a big load of heaping pile of thrash to collect at DC, so I needed me one of those. Oh, shit.
No wonder your ass got a mugshot once, if you treat police officers like that.
Dude, it was a clear mistake. I forgot how powerful I am and that I can kill people with one kick, so I queued up second punch before first kick even landed because I didn't expect her to go flying like that, and that police officer happened to stay in that place, so he got a knuckle sandwich for himself.
Do you mind explaining why the hell you drove this bike into a shopping mall in the middle of the day?
Well, I got to escape the popo, don't I?
And the best idea you could possibly muster up from that shallow skull was to drive in the middle of a shopping mall? Really?
You know those show cars that are sometimes there in the middle of malls as some kind of ad prop? Yeah, so when I was once chased by the police squadron and it was before current technology, so they couldn't capture my license plate. So when I pressed nitro in my Mini Cooper, I had some time before they will eventually catch up to me, and there was a shopping mall nearby. So I just drove into that shit and parked it right next to the food court and went into my trunk from the inside of the car and just waited it out. And then I drove out of this hole once the mall got closed.
There's an active shooter in the mall. Code 5, code 5.
Wait, Joe, what the hell did you do to make entire police squadron chase you?
That is not important, man.
Probably sniffed the wrong kid is my guess. I'm gonna get this party real lit in here.
There ain't no party like a Trump party.
Not in that way, you useless bag of bones. But I do admit, Trump family parties are really one of a kind. And with no baby oil or trafficked children before you ask Joe, we don't do that shit in Trump Tower.
No shit, because you already did that on your certain friend's island. We're the island boys.
You mean those brothers that tongue kiss each other on their OnlyFans?
What the hell are we even talking about right now? We were supposed to play GTA Vice City, not talk about this very illegal thing you two brought up.
Well, this game is very easy so far, so there is no need for any focus at all. You could give it to a toddler that can't walk yet, and he will run this shit clean in 15 minutes.
It looks like you are struggling a bit with those union workers on your tail, so I wouldn't say that so confidently.
I just noticed that we spent more than 20 minutes on this game so far, and we don't even have a single band. What the actual hell are we doing right now?
Actually, Mr. President, let's just say hypothetically that the band would mean 1,000 in English language, and let's just assume this game would be using real financial data about United States dollar from 1986. Therefore, the so-said $709 would be equivalent to over 2,000 of today's dollar. So in theory, you would actually earn 2 bands in that period of 20 minutes.
When the fuck did you get in my closet? How many people are in this fucking room? I have enough of this bullshit. I'm just gonna save the game, and I'm gonna get Secret Service agents to check every single wall, flower and corner and Oval Office to not get any more surprises like that and get them to detain you. You fucking nerd.
Oh my God, no, please no.
As much as I hate to agree with Donald, you were literally breaching the federal building that you were not even permitted to enter. Hiding in someone's closet is not a thing you normally do.
Well, you stay hidden in your own closet all these years, and somehow you're still free.
I'm not gonna give you attention, but since you're going to save the game and we're ending the video, I'll give attention to our great member, OMG. It's Birdman Archive. If anyone wants to join him, there's a link in the description and a button right next to the subscribe button, which you should also hit, by the way, since it's free and it helps a lot and motivate us to shoot some more content. Big thanks to everyone who watched this video till the end, because it was a longer one.
That's what she said.
Subscribe to Oval Office Gaming right now, or Barack will go get your oil with his drones.